Greetings. Today I would like to talk about one interesting topic for the end games where only kings and pawns participate. This topic is corresponding squares. What does it mean and how to use it, how to understand it? So let's imagine you have a position like this, and in this position, white wants to win. White has a chance to get to the square g4, and black wants to protect. And the idea of black king, it needs to be in a position to the white king when the white comes to f3. When white king comes to f3, black kings needs to be on g5. It must be on g5. And this is the g5 is corresponding square for f3. So what is corresponding squares is a pair of squares when one opponent steps on the square important for it, like f3, the other opponent needs to step on the square g5, so other corresponding square. So this pair of squares would be corresponding squares. And black king cannot step on any other square because the position can be played not only on this side. If you look at the position more carefully, you will see that white can get to the pawn c7 if white gets around all this white pawns and on the left side, and get to the pawn c7, and black needs to protect that pawn too. So let's check. So white move, black moves, white, black, white, black, white, black. And when white step on a6, black needs to step on b8. And a6 and b8 another pair of corresponding squares for black, because black must be on this square. Now notice that black can also be on protect on a8 from a6, and it seems that black also can be if we return, black can be on h5 to, so when white king moves somewhere else, black moves, white moves to f3, black king can be on h5 this moment to be in a position. But this is not a corresponding square, because in that case white can move to the other side and get there earlier than the black king. So from a7, black king needs to move back and white wins the pawn. On the other hand, so let's let the black king to move somewhere else and white kings to move c8. When white king on a6, black must be on b7. And notice if white king tricks make another move and black king move to somewhere else, then white king move to a6 and black king can also be on a8. But in this case, black king will not be able to move back in time. So white king occupied g4 and kills the pawn. So you can see that for black king there's only one pass, and the entire pass from f3 to a6 is also consists of corresponding step. When black king is here, wait, let me return to initial position. When white king on f3, black needs to be g5. When white king moves to e2, black needs to be on f6, and further d3, black needs to be here, white moves here, black needs to be here, white moves, black moves, white moves, black moves. All these moves are corresponding squares, and white pairs of corresponding squares, and white and black needs to all the time follow the white king. Now it seems that from the positions which I showed you, that white can trick the black. So for instance, white moves to a5 to use a triangle, also b5, and then black can move to a5 and actually return to b8. Or if white moves here, white moves back, so black also, okay, if white needs to return, black will follow, and it will be a draw if white will actually get to g4. Black needs to move here, white here, black here, white takes a pawn, so it will be basically a draw, because in that case white and black pawns will become queens at the same time. So I can show it. So white moves here, black here, white moves, black move, white, black, white, black, white, black, white queen, black queen. So it will be basically a draw. Therefore, white shouldn't move, shouldn't bring the black king to the that far away to attack. So let's return to initial position. White needs to find initial some extra corresponding steps and extra free step to trick the black king. Let's draw the corresponding squares again. So I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and for black 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now I can try. So I know that if white finds this free square, then black can find an also free square, and when white returns back to g4, black follows the white king on the left side, not by the corresponding square, so this solution doesn't work. We need to find more corresponding squares. So for instance, this square and this square. Okay, let's draw 7. Let's name it 7. 7, and black has such a square. So this square has a distance to 1 and 2 equal 1. Sorry, it's 7, not 8. 7. Distance from 1 and 2 is equal 1. Then I name the next one is 8. And 8 is distance 2 from 1 and distance 1 from 2. So I name it 8. It's here. The next one is 8 for white. White has 2 8 squares like that, but black has no such a square. The next square is 9. 9 square also has distance 1 for 2 and 1 to 3 and 1. However, it also has distance 2 to 7, so 9 is not connected to 7, and black has no such a square. The last square, I name it, okay, let's name 10, 10, and it's between 3 and 2, so it's close to 3 and 2, so white and black has such a square. So notice that white has two squares like 8, and one square which is unique, which is 9, and one square 10. So we can try to use this square to cheat the black, because black has only triangle, only 3 squares, and white has 4 squares. So we can cheat white like the using these squares. So for that, I stay on 1 and black stays on 1. So I move on 2. Black also move on 2. And now I move to special square 9. I move to my unique square 9. And black has no square 9. So, but similar square would be 8. Similar square would be 8. Okay, it can move to 8. And from 8, it can move to anywhere, again 10, 2, and 7. And it can move to 3 in 2 steps. So far it's okay. But I can move to 8 now. And from 8, black needs to find some other way. Because if black moves to 7, I move to 7. If black moves to 10, I move to 10 immediately. So if black moves to 2, I also move to 2. And in such a way, black has no any other choice. So and win the game. So the idea for white is to step on the same corresponding square as black, and then white will win the opposition. Will be in the opposition and win the game. So let's try. So if let's try how it works in real chessboard. So white moves from 1 to 2, black moves from 1 to 2 as well, and white moves to 9. It's special step, but black knows that 9 is similar to 8, because 9 has 2 steps from 3 and 1 step from 2. But white moved to 8 now, and black has no choice but to move to 9. This is 9, and then white moves to 9 and wins the game, because no matter if white or black steps on 3 now, white steps on 3, and now black needs to move, or if black's to move to 2, white move to the opposite side and win the pawn c7. If black moves to c8, white moves to 2, c8 is 4, white moves to 2 and wins the game on this side. So what about other solution? Yeah, actually, okay, let's repeat all steps again. So queen f3, king f3, king g5, and white needs to move to position to corresponding square 2. Black moves the same. Then white needs to move to unique square 9. Black has no corresponding square for that, so black has a choice. If the black play on 3, which is white cannot step on 3 immediately because 3 is separated, so white needs to move to 8, and black needs to return to 2 or can step on 10, and then white can step on 10. If black returns to 2, white returns to 2, and in both cases white wins their position, and whatever black now do, black may return to 2, 10, and then white occupy g4 first. So because white wins their position, so and then black needs to do something, and white needs to do what they have a choice after that, then black will lose. Okay, now return to the situation when white chose unique position 9. If black choose 10, white step on 10, and also white win. If black choose 8, white steps on 8, and black has a choice. If return to 10, white win, stepping on 10. If black choose 7, white also choose 7, and then black has again choice to move on 2, and then white move on 2, or black can move on 1, and then white also move on 1, and from 1 white will be able, no, if black moves 1, then white would be able to move on 1, then black choose only to move to h5, because if black step from 1 to 2, so white will win. So black has only choice to step on h5, and then in the end, in that case, white will be able to run to a7 and win their position on a7. So then white will win the game anyway. So these all the variations which we had to consider. There are more steps, so let's return back to the screenshot and repeat these corresponding steps. So I have steps for white here, to come. So black has corresponding steps here, and there are additional steps, which 7 for white, 7 for black, and for white I have 2 8. For 7 only 1 8. And 9, the unique step. The unique step 9 is the same as 8, but actually there is no so from 9 you cannot get to 7 immediately. This is why I choose 9 as special, as a unique, is different from 8. And finally it is corresponding square number 10, and we use this square with 4 steps, 4 different steps, because white has no these steps. White has only a triangle of them. White can also use 7. We add 7 in that case, but in any case white would win, because white has one additional square, white has one extra square which black has not. So this topic is a little bit complicated and for explanation, and it's also complicated for analysis. However, it's necessary. It is necessary in your education as a chess player. It's possible to understand. Still, it's difficult to explain. Therefore, when I recorded this video, I changed the explanation several times, and I'm not still sure. I'm not quite sure that my current explanation is clear. So, if you have any questions, I'm waiting for your responses in your reflections in the comments, and probably I will try to record another video with and find a more clear explanation, another clear explanation, um, if necessary. I hope you like this video, and hope you like my explanation. And see you next time. Bye bye.